Hey everybody, this is Lionel and Chili Willy, aka the Human Dynamo, and you are listening to the Reno Nonsense Podcast. All the episodes that we do here at the Musician Rehearsal Center in Sparks,
you got it right.
Yeah, took it forever to figure it
First time in 11 episodes.
So, anyway, if you like this podcast, please like and subscribe on iTunes. We also have a Facebook page. Please like that as well, and we'll eventually load this up to YouTube. So, eventually.
I like the eventually. Depends on how much I am lazy.
Yeah. So we'll just go ahead. We usually put music in here, but unfortunately the internet's a little bit slow, so we're just going to do claps instead. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Elgin Elway. All right.
That was an awesome clap right there.
Yeah.
Make it awkward.
I'm working on my introduction.
I think it was a better clap than we had at Waterfall on Sunday.
Yeah, we basically could have went home in one car. That's
Now, Lana, are you Mexican?
No, I'm far from it.
Okay, I was going to say, because there were like 8 of us, so...
Yeah, that's what everyone thinks. They're like, dude, why would you say that? That's like so racist. I'm like, no, we would all fit in one car.
Well, you got a genetically built-in tan, so I'd rather ask. So,
well, I mean, yeah. Well, plus I'm not like diabetic, so they assume that I'm not Native American because they figured that I'm overweight of some sort. So.
Oh, you're Native American?
Yeah.
Oh, cool, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's not that.
Or
cool.
have like a gut the size of an 8-pack.
Yeah. At the laundromat, bringing a 30-pack.
Oh, this is where.
Yeah.
This isn't where you buy beer.
Yeah. So, Elgin, how you been, man? Haven't seen you in days.
A little yin, a little yang. Shades of gray in between.
Yeah. Did you go to 3rd Street Wednesday?
I did.
Did you? How'd that go from?
I gotta say, do you know Adam?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh God,
It's been a while since I've been.
brain farting his last name. Nice, Adam Terry.
Yeah.
Myself and him and a few other comics are doing something we're calling the Dante Challenge. I'll kind of give you the backstory on that. Dante's a friend of Reno Comics. He lives in L.A., literally an international comedian. He has done so many USO tours, only one other comic has done more than him, and that's Bob Hope. And literally last time Dante was in town, I guess I can say this now because like so much time has passed, but he was doing a show up at the Silver Legacy. It was like me, him, his fiance, and this other dude. He's like, oh man, let's go. I got to show you this movie I'm working on. I'm directing. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. I literally go to pull my phone out to tweet this because I'm like, oh, this is so cool. So you can't tweet it.
Oh, okay.
The producers can't know. But it's out, so I can say it now, I hope, anyway. And he had shown us on his laptop a movie that he had directed that wasn't even finished being edited yet. There's literally a scene where it went like, insert file name here, and he had to explain to us what we missed.
Oh, okay.
But really great comic, really nice guy. And I had asked him, I was like, you're a great comedian. And I'm not asking for like a producer's number or anything, but I want to know what can I do to really up my game to get better in comedy.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, I can tell you, but you're gonna hate it. I was like, all right. What do you guys? He says, well, this is what you got to do. You know when you go up and maybe you have your notepad in your hand, your jokes in your head. You got material you've worked on for a while. It's like a bag of tricks. I look at it like if you're an archer, you can just like reach back. Ooh, this joke's good. Fa-ping, bullseye. Fa-ping, bulls, because you know they hit.
Yeah.
He goes, unless it's a paying gig, don't bring that bag with you, even mentally.
Whoa.
Yeah, and just play with the audience. And he goes, your first month, you're going to hate it. Because we're so used to being able to go, well, if I'm stumbling, I can pull out this joke I know that works to rescue me. And so says your first month, you're going to hate it. Your second and third month, you're really going to start to enjoy it. And by your fourth month, you're not even like to do your own material anymore because all this new stuff is just developing. And so I said, hey, man, I'm going to take this challenge on. And Adam Terry was one of the other comics who I told about this thing. He's like, oh, let me try it. So I saw him Wednesday, and it looked like he was doing a bit of that. So I asked him afterwards, I said, dude, you had a great set. Were you doing the Dante challenge? He goes, mostly no. It's just been some stuff he's been working on, but why he's got that idea there, he just starts thinking on his feet and building new ideas and just growing. And he even before, because it's a competition, I was like, that guy better win tonight. And he did. And he did rightfully win that competition.
Good. That's the guy that he went to Red Rock a couple times?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. I've seen him perform a couple times, and then it's so hard to just like improvise like on the fly. That's really hard. Like, I always like forget like my notes as soon as I stop. I stopped putting it in my iPod. Now I write them down.
Physically writing it down.
Yeah, because like I could like you could lose like your phone or something like.
Yeah, which actually I did Wednesday.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, I got it back though. It was cool. It was just,
That's good.
I was sitting with some friends and had my kind of like you do. You got your notes in your phone. Then I had my physical notes, and they said, "Hey, we may not be able to be here for the whole show." And I was like, "Well, stay as long as you can." And I'd gotten up, I talked to some other comics, and I went back to sit down, and they were gone, and so was my phone. So I was a little miffed.
Yeah.
Where could it be? And he didn't do it maliciously. He goes, "Dude, I had a few drinks, and it looked like mine." And he got back to me the next day. So.
Yeah, that sucks. Like when you lose, it's like, oh, there goes all my material.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I missed like this great comic opportunity. I should have said it on stage. I should have been like, "Hey, has anybody seen this phone?" And if you you did steal it, like it's a Virgin Mobile, so you're not getting much out of it. All right. Prepare for drop calls and missed text messages.
There you go. Yeah.
Say, for a Virgin, this thing sure fucks me a lot. Didn't say it. Should have. I could have ended on that. That would have been a good joke. No, it's not ended on.
Okay.
Oh, you guys are a great audience. Yeah.
So how long you been doing comedy now?
It depends on where you start. You start when I first started. I did it for about a year, and then I dropped out for a year, and then got back into it, and then it was kind of rebuilding. And one of my comedy mentors, who since passed away, he was an old sitcom writer, great stand-up comedian. Guy's name was Mike Price. He had asked me a similar question. He goes, "How long have you been doing it for?" And I'm telling him, he goes, "Don't start saying you do comedy until you start getting paid." I'm like, okay, so to answer you based on his credentials, about 3 or 4 years now.
Wow. Yeah. I think I didn't ever officially get paid, but I just do it, occasionally.
Yeah, you should keep going, man.
Yeah, I like to, but the problem is I always have writer's block.
Have you considered being part of Wiegand's group?
It's a weed group?
Wiegand. Man, there's a weed group?
There's a weed group?
Sign me up, dude.
Hell yeah.
I write the best jokes when I'm high that aren't always as funny as when I'm sober.
Yeah. Anyway,
no, Matt Wiegand, just another comic in town, and he's been doing it for quite a while. He's won a lot of competitions, and the thing is, he's beaten me in so many competitions. I used to bug the crap, and I'm like, "Oh man, he beat me again." But now I go, I'm just gonna use that as fuel and go, "Okay, why did he do good? How can I get better?" And we've actually become better friends from that. And he's put together a group. It's like an 8-week get together. It's $100, which is a little more than most comics want to drop. But if you look at his resume and how many things he's won, and by the end of it too, I mean, they're going over not just comedy writing, but marketing. There's going to be headshots. There's going to be, this is what paying gigs are looking for. Like if you ever want to go on a triple run, it's the West Coast run. They want headshot, bio, comedy resume. Here's some video footage. Some places will take YouTube links. Other places go, "Hey, we want to see something physical," so they know that you're really committed. Yeah. So if you take that, you're going to get a lot of writing. And even if you can't do it, like I can't, it's on a night that I work. Yeah. I just talked to Brandon and Laura, who hosts Red Rock. You know them. Yeah. They're going to get together at Red Rock earlier on Sunday nights, review what they did Tuesday night. And I was like, well, if I can't make the class, I might as well be a part of that. And you'll probably get some good writing out of it.
Yeah. It's like I write, and then I always doubt myself. It's like, well, is this good? And then I try it. Sometimes it doesn't work. And then some of the ones I don't think it's going to work at all, that's the one that gets the most response. Yeah. So I was like, I don't know. But Norbert, man, you're way over there. How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man.
Scaring me over there. You're over there on the drums looking all bad. Elgin, do you want water?
Oh, that'd be great, man. Thank you.
We'll take the last one.
I don't know. It's been one of those weeks where it's up and down like a roller coaster, man. Just trying to get bills paid,
Being all depressing.
All right.
And just fucking trying to get together. I was trying to get together with some of the guys this weekend to
get hammered.
No.
Party.
No, I was getting together to I haven't talked to him in just quite a while since I've gotten the job and everything, so I've been kind of out of the loop, so I've been trying to get together with them so we can fucking, hash out old times.
Just because the band doesn't practice that often, sir.
Yeah.
Saying the band's my only friends.
Yeah.
But no, it's just I've been doing that, and then I've been stuck still. I mean, this is what I think almost a month I've been stuck on Assassin's Creed, and I finally got
Which
100%. Black Flag.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I'm OCD when it comes to like real world games, and we're taking pictures. No, one of the big things is I have to 100% everything before I go through the story, so then I can't worry about the story. You know what I mean? I'm one of those guys that goes around and I explore everything when I'm a low level, and then I try and do the main storyline, because then I can just focus on the story and not have to worry about anything else.
Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, actually I am, because
And that's all that matters.
yeah, and but I'm kind of upset right now because I'm no plot twists or spoilers or anything, but I'm at a point where it's like, God damn it. Like, it's that, like, you know, in a movie when everything goes downhill and then right at the end it comes back up, that little climax right there. I'm like at that in the game, and it sucks.
Oh.
Because I'm, like, all upset, and I had to shut it off, and I was like, no, I want to find out what happens.
Yeah.
Fluffy can't die? No!
Yeah, I'm still on the second one.
Yeah.
I've been slacking. I don't have time to do it.
I saw it was funny on it was a PC Gamers website, and it was a mod for the second one where you can be a bunch of
Flintstones?
No, it was polar bears.
Oh.
And like you could go around and like, you know, the Kung Fu Panda from World of
Warcraft?
Yeah, World of Warcraft, the panda one.
The
It's like those.
Pandarian?
Yeah.
Sad that I know that.
Yeah, and it's like that, but with polar bears, and you're assassins, and like when you kill
Polar
them,
bear assassin.
yeah, when you kill them, like you claw their face off and shit. It's
Whoa.
pretty funny.
Is that on the PC version? Or
Yeah,
is that...
it's a PC mod,
I see. Yeah,
and it's
Okay.
downloadable on Steam. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's Assassin's Creed Polar or something like that.
Polar bear assassin. Just the
But
image.
Yeah, it's the second one remade or modded, I guess.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
It'd be funny, though, if like you had to get health packs and they were little Coca-Colas.
there you go.
That'd be fantastic.
That'd be awesome.
I don't even think like Coca-Cola was the one that I don't know. I never thought about polar bears around Christmas time until Coca-Cola started. Like, speaking of Coca-Cola, I was watching YouTube. You want to go over your Star Wars can thing? It was on YouTube, and then like you were trying to sell your Star Wars cans on eBay.
Oh, you saw that, dude?
Yeah,
Wow.
I was fucking laughing my ass off.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
guess that's cool. It was Pepsi. It was years ago when like episode 1 was coming out, and they had the faces of all the characters on the cans, and I collected them. I actually had 2 sets. I think in the second set I was just missing like 1 can.
Was this like the Mountain Dew cans?
Yeah, it's like Mountain Dew and Pepsi and all this.
Back in the day, yeah.
And I had them for years. They were packed away somewhere. That's so funny. Like you're like one of 4 people who have seen this YouTube vid.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And so I was like, they had like old sticky soda on it. I said, well, what do? I'll put it in my dishwasher and just wash it all off. Oh, no. And so when I open it up afterward, like all the steam comes out, and it's very like, oh, this is gonna be cool with all the steam, and they're all gonna be clean. And it had washed off the paint on all of them.
Oh,
so I'm just got like dozens of silver cans.
Like all those years.
Like cleaning out the filter on my dishwasher, going, "Oh, this could have been something to some nerd."
The gold Yoda, no!
What?
That's the only one I didn't have, of course, 'cause it was like $1 million.
Oh,
and
really?
you got it. Yeah. Well, that was the one if you want it, you got money for. So.
Yeah, it was like $500 or something.
It was something like that. It was still a good chunk of change.
I was laughing because like you pull out the dishwasher, all the cans are silver, and you had a couple soda cans that were from another country.
Oh, yeah?
And you pulled them out, and those were all fine. Yeah. He had like Red Bull from like Finland or something like that, and there was like a root beer from some other country.
See, they don't
And
fuck around.
All the American cans, they were like all gone. They just look like Capri Sun cans.
Like the backside of the Capri Sun.
Yeah, that's what they all look like.
That's great.
I thought that was pretty hilarious. From what I hear, are they really making a 7, 8, and 9?
Yeah, man.
Yes, they
J.J.
are.
Abrams, who went back and forth on the deal, because Abrams, who of course did the Star Trek reboots, was not a fan of Star Trek, but he really wanted to honor the source material. He did such a great job. Disney kept throwing more money at him. He's like, I don't know. Oh, more money. I don't know. Oh, more. And eventually he took the gig. But his worry was, he goes, I'm a fan of Star Wars. I could piss myself off if I do this wrong.
Yeah, that's got to be
Yeah,
Probably the best guy to have it then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, like one of those one of the big things, like especially with like the Transformers series and all these other fucking failed attempts at like rebooting movies. The thing that pisses me off is if you have a dedicated director that's not just getting paid to just do it, but to actually be into it, then the movie's gonna fail no matter what you do, because you're gonna have that director that's like, oh yeah, no, $1 million? Yeah, all right, I'll do it. I don't know anything about Star Trek, but let's do this. Yeah. Rathacon. But yeah, and it's like one of those things. It's like if you don't do it right, you're not going to get the reviews you want.
Yeah,
and just like RoboCop, it was a failure from the beginning in 1980 whatever.
Really? I liked RoboCop.
RoboCop's fantastic,
I thought it was
sir.
cool.
And then the new one comes out, and all I've seen is like, oh yeah, we got like 14 5-star reviews.
I was just
like,
laughing.
Really?
I was just laughing at. I think it was Samuel Jackson. He had like some shitty ass wig.
like some 1980s looking afro.
I don't know. He looked like I want to say it was like a James Brown looking wig.
Oh,
I think it was because
Nice.
like, dude, it's not even his hair. I thought it was pretty hysterical.
there you go.
Yeah.
So it's gotten good reviews.
Yeah, it's gotten, apparently, I looked online, it was like 14 5-stars. That's it, though. I mean, fucking the Disney remake of Monsters, Inc., the 3D version, got, I think it was like 32 5-stars, and it was 3D movie remake of the original.
It's the
That's
same-
all it is.
same
It's
film.
the exact
It's the
same
same
film,
film,
just
just in
3D.
3D.
Wow.
But it got 32 5-stars, RoboCop got 14.
So they only paid off 14 people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
Disney had more
They
money.
didn't.
to
Well,
pay
no,
people
they
off.
spent all their money on CG comparative to like, oh shit, we need to buy out sponsors.
Yeah.
U.S. News, too much money.
I also thought the new Conan was kind of crappy too.
Yeah, the new Conan. I didn't really like it.
I never even saw it.
It's not worth
meh.
watching. It doesn't have Arnold in it, and it's not that great.
You know what movie pissed me off too? I was a huge Bourne fan.
Porn fan?
No, Bourne like Bourne
as well
Identity.
As well.
Yeah, well,
as.
that too. But I watch the Woodies every year. No, the Bourne Identity, Bourne Supremacy, and that little trilogy.
Yeah.
When they did the one with Tom, I think it's not Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Not Tom Hanks.
With Thor or
The
is
guy
it,
that did the Archer for the Avengers. That dude?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah.
right, yeah.
No, it
I
was
don't know his
him. They
name,
did a
but-
Bourne. Yeah, they did a Bourne with him in it, and it was
like, what was it, like Supremacy or some stupid?
no. It
It was just called The
it was
Bourne.
Bourne Identity, Supremacy, and then the other one I can't remember, but
Ultimatum.
Ultimatum.
yeah. And then they had that newest one that just came out, and it was on Netflix, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna watch this, and it was that guy, and I'm like, so they're just
That's
it's
not
a spin-off,
Bourne.
and it was like a total spin-off, and it was shit the whole way through. Like it was so like the one thing I loved is it was never predictable. You can never predict what's going to happen next. And in this one, it was like, oh, he's going to show up at the very end. He's not really dead, or blah this, blah that.
I think there's like very rarely any like reboot movies that are really any good. Like
Yeah.
I think like the only one I seen that I thought was actually pretty good, like just as good as the original, kind of like ties, was like The Dark Knight. I thought that one was okay.
Actually, I think The Dark Knight, the newest one with the Joker in it.
That
that would be
was
the
all
newest.
right.
That was just Dark Knight. Your newest one was
Dark
Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So The Dark Knight, the second one, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one was
That
way
one
better
was
than the
cool.
first one, I thought.
Oh, okay. You're comparing it from Batman Begins
Mm-hmm.
to Dark Knight, which I got to say both films were freaking fantastic.
Yeah.
Like if I like walked out of the shower and either one was on TV, I would sit there balls out and watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
Balls
Mhm.
out.
Balls out,
Yeah.
just like all right,
Now,
man.
if they ran back to back, it would be a hammer fest.
Yeah.
But that was less of a reboot, and more part of a trilogy that
Yeah,
they
that's
worked
what-
on.
Yeah, I was comparing it to Dark Knight to the original.
Are you
original
talking about
Batman?
with-
Batman
Oh,
with
the
Michael
original
Keaton?
Michael
Batmans.
Keaton.
Well, Batman
Oh.
at this point, Batman, I see it like the Bond franchise. It's
Oh,
going to keep
yeah.
going. They're going to have, the last three Bond films were in and of themselves a trilogy, and there's always different actors playing them. And somebody, I did hear though that Affleck has finally turned down the role of Batman because of so much
yeah?
just internet hate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, who?
Oh, good.
That
I don't even remember the name.
voice
What
he
was the
had.
name of the actor that does
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
the butt of so many jokes.
You know, it's funny too because if you read the comics, he doesn't have a voice unless you give him a voice, and that's the way that actor gave him a voice.
He has my voice.
He has this made up voice that I made for him. So you can't really like judge that voice.
Sounds like a little girl in my mind.
No,
like with one of those little voice changes.
Comic book movies and kind of letdowns. I just saw The Wolverine. Oh man, it was. Oh,
so bad.
X-Men is.
So
I
bad,
have
dude.
lost X-Men ever since the second one
me
when he like saves the girl or whatever. That's when I lost it. I was like, all right, this is done.
True story. I fell asleep in the theaters on that one.
Oh really?
Didn't help that I was up for like 24 hours beforehand, but still.
But yeah, it's still. I mean, if it was a good enough movie, it would have kept you interested.
Yeah.
Like another one that's it's supposed to be part of a trilogy. Red 2.
Oh, nice. They got a trilogy, that one?
Yeah, they're gonna apparently it's signed on for like 3, but I don't know exactly. But Red 2, not as good as Red 1. Not as many memorable parts.
Oh, yeah.
But it was funny. It keeps you chuckling throughout the movie, but there wasn't like a lot of memorable stuff about it comparative to Red 1.
Word in the herd.
You guys, have you seen the trailer for the new Lego movie?
Dude, oh my god, I want to see it. I want to see it.
One part like this, like I was going to see it anyway, but this one sold me. It was like a bunch of the characters there, and Batman was there, and somebody says Bruce Wayne, and Batman goes, Bruce Wayne? Who's that? He sounds like a pretty cool guy.
What I always found funny about Batman is that he would disguise his voice around people who already know who he is.
Oh yeah, like the scene in Dark Knight Rises, he's walking with Catwoman. He's like, okay, we're just we're walking here.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. Why?
Yeah.
And it was kind of boring too. I'm like, you're just walking.
Yeah.
You know, like,
yeah. I don't know. And I haven't seen Batman Begins, but from what I hear it's really overrated.
Really? I don't know. See, I'd be on the side of it was a cool film.
I think it's because it's like how he became Batman, but like when you really look at him, he's just a guy in a suit.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the appeal of the mythos. Now, if you watch Batman Begins, go into it like most did when the film first came out. Prior to that, it was Joel Schumacher who had done a series of Batman films that were, it's a comic book movie. I'm like, yeah, but it's not Archie comics. All right. So,
is that the one where he had like the Joker was like all green and laughed really weird?
He was kind of psychotic, I think.
Yeah, because
Schumacher,
they kind of based it off the comic comparative. Like Catwoman was actually like found out in the first film or whatever.
Because I don't even know who did the didn't like Frank Miller, the guy that
Frank Miller did a few of them. He did if you want to see films that are based on Frank Miller, it's Batman: The Dark Knight Parts 1 and Part 2, and they're animated.
Yeah.
And Bruce is a lot older in them, and it's definitely a grittier look. But I'm looking at live action, probably throughout the 90s.
Yeah,
Jim
that's what
Carrey
I was
in
thinking.
one.
Yeah,
Schwarzenegger played Mr. Freeze, which made no sense.
Wasn't there?
Batman had nipples. That was.
Yeah, I think I remember.
I think it's
those
cold
ones,
in the Batcave.
I like the modern urban take on Batman 2 on the new ones because he doesn't have a cave. He has a fucking fortress underground.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which
Like
one?
it's
Batman 2. Which one are we talking about?
You're talking about Dark Knight.
Dark Knight. Yeah.
Because I'm going to
Batman
spoil this for you,
Returns.
but in Batman Begins, the Wayne Manor gets burnt. It's destroyed, and so he doesn't have the manor to go to. So in the second one, he's got this cool like underground white fortress, and
It's pretty dope. Like
That's
everything's
how he
like
gets
hidden.
to that cave. Yeah.
And like there's just one computer and like he walks up to the computer and activates it and shit just starts popping out of the walls like Lego status.
Yeah. I thought Dark Knight Rises was okay, but I just felt like he could have took out Bane anytime. Remember when he was like when he first he escaped and then he flies in his little weird bug thing. Like he has like this clear shot just to take him out if he wanted to.
You know, it's one of those things
fly
though.
away.
Who was it? The guy who originally made like the Marvel comics?
Stan Lee.
He said the best thing you can always do is always bring back a villain because that'll always keep people's attention.
And I think they planned on doing that in Rises, but with Ledger's death, there's a scene where you guys have all seen the Dark Knight Rises, where the Scarecrow is sitting there and he's being a judge over people. I really think that was designed for the Joker.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, and like. I don't know. I just wish they would have waited a year. I had a couple rewrites because there are a couple things in there that didn't line up to Batman. Because he sits around his house for 8 years and mopes. And you go back to the comic books, the Joker kills one of the Robins, And Batman goes nuts. He's like breaking necks. And he doesn't even care anymore. Like other superheroes, like Bruce, you want to take a vacation or something? Dude? no, I've got more necks to break.
Lift and separate.
Even Superman's like, yeah, I'll break a neck every now and then when I need to, but
So
Take down a notch.
They stopped developing Superman versus Batman.
Oh, did they really?
I don't know.
Well, I just know that Affleck was supposed to take the role, but then
that seems like really one-sided fight.
Yeah, because like superpowers compared to the guy who has a suit. I'm just a guy in a suit, and you have superpowers. I shoot you, you don't die. I mean,
it's not like
unfair.
Half of Batman's face is exposed to the elements either.
He has a big advantage. He can fly.
Well, I think you'd like the Miller movies then, because there is a fight at the end of it where Batman he sets a lot of things up beforehand, and his suit is more. He's kind of Iron Man in a black suit. And then they duke it out. If you like the animated films.
Oh my God, that's one movie I still haven't seen yet. Iron Man 3. Just because of all the reviews, I've been hesitating to get it, but I want to at least rent it from Redbox.
It's
like that.
Fun, dude. Just go in there. It's going to be a fun movie, and they're going to have a lot of laughs, and it's going to be.
I love Robert Downey Jr. No matter what he plays in, he's always up to bat for that, the narcissist. He's always going to be that self-centered narcissist, and it's awesome because he does it so well. And it's not like that's the only role he plays, but that's his best, I think.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I like Iron Man. I think 1, 2. I couldn't watch it, but it was like,
yeah. 2 was kind of.
2 was like one of those things. It's like, do you really want to know what happened in his past?
The problem I have with Iron Man is that his villains, he tends to fight them hand to hand, and he has an advantage of flying. It's like every advantage, like the guy with the whips. You know what I mean?
Well, did you watch that all the way through?
Yeah,
that guy's Well, he's almost as smart as Tony Stark,
but he can fly.
He'd be smart enough to actually have armor because half his body is exposed.
That whole thing was literally set up for him to get caught and him not to win.
Oh,
that if you remember, he goes to that jail or whatever. He intentionally lost that. He just wanted to put on a show that Tony Stark isn't invincible.
Oh,
when he's got the suit, I'm just saying he could fly. I'm just saying.
I felt that when Superman was fighting Doomsday, who killed him at one point. I'm like, you want to just fly like a mile above Metropolis and just shoot him with your lasers? You're not going to do anything, pal. You can't even jump this high.
Yeah, from what I hear,
take a sniper up there from one of the bodyguards or something.
Yeah, he could just stay up there and throw rocks, throw cars or whatever.
Throw cars, just swoop down real quick.
And he can breathe in space, so it's I didn't know he could breathe in space, so...
Yeah, he's completely overpowered.
Yeah, way overrated.
Overpowered.
Overrated.
No, he's rated to his power.
So I don't understand. I haven't seen that one, but I know... Doomsday, who is he? I don't know.
Doomsday was an interesting character. He was introduced in the comic books, and DC didn't do this thinking it would be a big deal. They're like, oh, we'll have this mysterious monster show up and fight Superman, and we'll have him kill Superman, and then we'll do stuff from there. Well, it became like this huge issue. You can't just kill Superman.
Yeah, Superman's kind of one of those things that if you kill it, it's not going to be an irony for everyone to look up to. It's going to be like a fucking outrageous chaos.
But it did really well. They ended up bringing a number of storylines from that, different guys trying to take on the super mantle.
So someone else passes it on Superman? Is that
they did it with, they had 4 of them. Like nerd review here. Star Labs cloned Superman, but they had him too young and they couldn't clone all of his kryptonite DNA, and they ended up with a very Superboy character. There was a guy who Superman had saved who was into robotics, this big black dude, kind of based on Shaq, which was funny because they made a movie called Steel that was supposed to be that character, but it was trust me, I'd much rather watch Dark Knight Rises and complain about those plot holes than the Shaq ones. But so he's like this big black dude in this suit, and he would fly around and shoot things. There was the Forces of Solitude had a contingency plan, and it was their clone of Superman, but because he wasn't raised by the Kents, he's a dick.
Yeah.
And then this other guy shows up, and he looks like Superman, and all the injuries that were on his body are replaced with cybernetics, and so he's claiming to be Superman as well. We find out later on he's a villain, and that he was somebody else, and then eventually Superman himself, who's buried underground in a tomb, they say, oh, they'll just bury him. Well, they don't realize Superman is solar-powered, in a sense. So it takes him forever to find it for, like, light particles to seep underground so he can then go, oh, I'm not dead. I was just out for a while. So we had 5 Supermen at one point.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
like a giant.
That's insanity.
Yeah. And then when Kevin, you guys know who Kevin Smith is, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was going to write a Superman script with Doomsday in it for live action, and the studio was like, wow, that's great, except we don't want to bring back a character to the big screen. We haven't seen one since, early 80s, a Superman film, and then kill him off. And we ended up getting Bryan Singer's Superman Returns, which was a wonderful tribute to the old films. I'm like, oh, look, everything we've already seen before.
Yeah.
So, then I was jazzed when Man of Steel came out. So,
Well, yeah, naturally.
Was Man of Steel good?
I'd say so. It's very
right.
split down the middle. Like, people on the internet either love it or hate it. Christopher Nolan, who did the Batman Dark Knight trilogy, he produced it, and you can see things that he's done where he'll have the script out of order, he'll have a lot of flashbacks, a lot of that sort of thing is his fingerprints. But it was a fun movie to watch. You just want to see shit blow up and Superman fight people. And actually, I gave you a spoiler earlier thinking you had seen it, but if you didn't catch it, then that's cool.
Yeah, I didn't. I haven't seen it.
One of the big things I want to see him redo completely, just chop the board, was the Fantastic Four. That movie was shit, and I really looked up to Fantastic Four when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Because, like, I had all the little movies, I had a couple little action figures. I thought they were, like, the cool, and then I found out about Superman, Batman, and all them, and then I found out about Iron Man and shit like that, like, later on. But they were, like, my initial, comic book nerd group.
So as a fan of Fantastic Four, they can't, of course, see this on the podcast, but I have a tattoo right here. This is Sue Richards. See, she's dancing. Do you see it?
That's supposed to be the Invisible Woman.
Yes.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
First I was like, am I at the wrong angle? Or
yeah, it's Invisible Woman.
I thought he was trying to say he jerks off a lot, too.
Well, that would be an Invisible Woman.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, they did all. Okay, did you ever see? Okay, you're talking about the 2 Fantastic Four films that came out in the past 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
I would say early, mid-90s. There was one, and I think Stan Lee was just like, man, we need some money, true believers. And they made this Fantastic Four film that was just solo, but this is how bad the film is. At one point, as a fan, you'll get this, how bad it was. Ben Grimm, the Thing, is walking around all like rocked out, and then for some reason he has an emotional breakdown, and he goes back to being regular human, and then goes back to the Thing. I'm like, no, you can't do that.
What? yeah, like, didn't he have like a radioactive breakdown with it or something like that, and it like caused him to just stay human?
Yeah. I think it was because it was written in the 50s. Where they went into space, so space was a big deal then. And actually the reason they made Ben Grimm, it was a time when comic books were first looking into the idea of superheroes. Prior to this, they were scary stories with monsters. And so Stan Lee and Jack Kirby said, let's put a monster in the group just in case superheroes don't take off. We can fall back on it being a monster story.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind
of the Titans epidemic in the way early 1800s. It would always be something so catastrophic that no one could take it out. And then you have that one Lone Ranger with his slingshot or whatever fucking absurd shit would take it out. His one shield and a sword takes out this fucking Mile High Club. Fucking.
Wait, why would you want to take that out? Now I'm just stuck with the Invisible Woman.
There you go.
Dude, my core is feeling sore. How are you feeling?
a little tired, yeah.
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu kicked my ass last night.
Yeah, it was. We usually do jiu-jitsu on Thursdays.
Oh, nice.
So it's a bunch of dudes hugging on each other. So it's like my core is like beyond sore everywhere here.
What was that fucking workout? We're like sitting there for
Yeah.
4 minutes straight doing like crazy sit-up shit.
Yeah, it's amazingly tough on your body.
Where do you guys do that at?
Over in Fernley, there's a gym, the Relentless Gym.
Relentless, yes.
Yeah, name drop. Shout out to them.
Shout out.
Shout out to them. They're very, very nice. And then Where was I going with this? Anyway, I'm just sore.
You were making yourself into a superhero. That's what I thought you were saying.
Nah,
and one day I too shall fight crime.
Dude, they don't have Native American superheroes. They don't.
You know what their kryptonite is? Alcohol.
Alcohol and fried bread.
Fried bread.
That's hilarious. I don't think they do have one.
Actually, I might introduce you. There's a nationally touring Native American comedian. He lives in Reno. He's a good buddy of mine. His name is Mark Yaffe. And
Mark Yaffe.
Yeah,
I know him. Yeah.
okay.
I seen he does stand up over at Waterfall one time.
Every
Mark
now
Yaffe.
and then. He actually,
Yeah.
because he lives in Reno.
I didn't know that. He
we
gave me
don't
his
see him here
card.
a lot, but
He gave me his card, and he's like, "Hey, I like your stuff." And I'm like, "Really?" I didn't think it was that great. It was all right. That was the first time I ever went and did open mic. Waterfall.
wow, dude, you got to meet a national touring headliner your very first night.
I didn't know
And
who he
got his
was
card,
at first.
too.
I had his card, and then I didn't know who he was, and then I YouTubed and was like, "Oh, I know that guy," because I think he cut his hair. I don't know. He done something different. I haven't seen him in years, but when I saw him on YouTube, I was like, "Oh, I didn't know I ran into that guy. I didn't know that." But
Yeah, he's a very
really
nice
good.
guy.
Yeah, he's very nice. Yeah.
He's got this bit. He talks about his kids and giving them. I'm going to ruin his bit here. I hope not too bad. But he's like, yeah, my kids have American Indian names like what's he got like Grounded Till Christmas and like another one. I thought they were really funny. But I remember and I told him, I said, what you should do is have your kids give you one. Because it's a thing somebody taught me. Whenever possible, when you're doing stand up, you're telling a story. Try to give someone else in the story the punchline. Because if it's always you, then it's just, hey, look how cute I was. I said this cute thing this one time.
Yeah.
And so I said, well, you should use that principle and have your kids give you a nickname. And since you're an American Indian and a stand-up comedian, your nickname could be Running Gag.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't say it was a killer joke. Okay, I just said it was a tag.
It was just one of those things in there.
It was like one of those things you had to be there.
Yeah.
Stupid white man stealing our jokes.
Stealing everything, including the.
That's right. I'll give them back.
Speaking of core hurting, I actually went to Planet Fitness right over yonder.
That's
way.
the place where you can't grunt.
Yeah,
you can't make noise. You can't make noise while you lift the weights.
It just
can't do
adds
that.
more to it, though.
You can't-
Yeah, no,
No.
you get stronger when you cuss. I know this for a fact.
Oh, I'm just saying. Grunting. Just fuck.
God damn it,
that.
motherfucker! Oh, I got it. Yeah.
Yeah, they have a set of rules on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
I had a friend recommend it to me, and I look on the rules. It says no grunting.
Well, it's one of those things you can't. They don't like enforce because I was there and I did. They give you the first time you come in if. They basically say, hey, we want you to come in. We'll give you a full day trial, and we'll let you train with one of our course people, the people that run you the course, and do kind of your workout with you and kind of guide you in it.
Yeah.
And it started off with cardio. Sucked. It was like 3 miles at like a certain speed, and it was just... And I'm like, okay, I get it. And they're real cool about it, though. If you are, like, really, like, hurting, they're not going to be like the grunts at these huge gyms and be like, keep going, faggot. Yeah, like, they'll just be like, all right, that's cool. So
I just like how Batman was his trainer. Keep going.
You got this. You gotta hurry. Run your ass off. Hurry.
Yeah, so next thing I know, okay, we're going into, it's, like... Not where you go up and down stairs a bunch of times to, like, work out your legs.
The
and then,
Stairmaster.
Yeah, and you're kind of... No. No. But,
High knees.
Yeah, and you're just doing that for, like, a couple minutes. And
You're
then
on a treadmill?
No, you're on a treadmill, and then you go... The next station over from there is, like, these, like... You kind of go upstairs, but you come back down them.
Oh, they're just stairs.
Just stairs.
There's just, like, 3 steps, and then you go up
yeah,
and then
but
come
they
back
can
down.
change them to where they're, like, different things. Where
They're
you go up
moving
and then
them
back
as you're
down
going.
and
Like,
then-
oh, shit.
So they did that, and then they have it on like a green light timer, so it's like green light go, red light stop, green light go,
green light.
Then you go to the next station.
and then you go to the next
circuit.
station.
Yeah, I
and you
understand well.
do. It's one full. They call it a day trial if you do all of them. And so I realized once I got to the actual weightlifting part of it that I was so out of shape. I was like, chugging water and stuff, and like they kind of get you because if you're not a member there, the waters aren't free. So I'm like buying waters every like 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's like $2 a water or whatever.
It was it was like
$15.
It was like $1.75 per water.
What you do is you get like a gallon of water, and then you just bring you bring just a gallon of water, like a milk jug. Just bring one of those with you.
Yeah, Dude, I just went in there because my buddy recommended it to me, and he's like, dude, you should try it out.
I think you're a badass if you actually just brought in a gallon of milk.
That's
how I work out.
I remember when I was working out, everybody drank muscle milk, like post-workout.
Start sweating out cheese.
Oh, God. Swiss anyone?
Yeah.
But, I remember anytime I'd post-workout, I'd always try this. It was terrible. It was like a creatine blah this kind of.
Tastes real chalky.
It was like chalky, but it was a lot of water, so it was like watered down chalk.
Ew.
And it was like bad. And you had to shake it up for like 2 minutes, and it still didn't taste any better.
Yeah.
And it had like this much flavoring in it, and it was a huge bottle. Yeah. And so I chugged that post-workout, and I'm sitting there, and, like, it's supposed to help with the aches and pains of your muscles, but after you take it for so long it stops working. And it, like, swells up your muscles, but it also, like, makes it to where, like, they still hurt afterwards. Yeah. And it's supposed to stop that. So I'm like,
You should just try with protein. If it's just protein, that's what helps with sore. What the creatine does.
But I tried the muscle milk one time and, like, totally puked.
What?
Really? Just because
I love muscle.
Post-workout, I can't have anything that's, like, somewhat
thick.
Thick. Like, I can't have a shake. I can't have.
Really?
It has to be like water or
Get
like vitamin water
milkshake.
or Gatorade or something like that.
Because like after I work out, like I want a steak. You know.
Yeah.
Well, no, I
steak
want
and egg.
Wendy's.
I want solid food after a minute, but post workout, like you're still at the gym. I don't want anything thick.
Well, you don't have to have it at the gym. I mean, like as soon as you get home and then you relax a little bit.
Like post workouts are supposed to be like right after you take a shower and you're done. You're supposed to take something to help with the muscle process.
Yeah.
And if you're waiting until you get all the way home, now your muscles are trying to relax without getting any of the nutrients that they need.
Yeah.
So basically that whole workout was worthless.
That's why I like jiu-jitsu too, because like not every workout's the same.
Yeah, no,
it's exciting.
That's the best thing. Like especially with like wrestling or any kind of sport like that, they're building you up to break you down. They're just going to keep building you so next practice they can just tear what you just learned like all out. Yeah. And just break you down every time.
It's very difficult to get yourself in the gym 3 times a week, 4 times a week, and then just be on a bike for an hour. It's I don't like it because to me it's boring.
Yeah, and
it's very boring.
That's why I like the gym over here. They're not assholes about anything. I mean, they're really nice. There's really nice girls over there, and I mean, they're really.
That's why he signed up.
No, I haven't signed up or anything yet. I'm still like in the.
They're not that nice then.
I'm still going around, kind of trialing.
Yeah,
all
that's
the
what I
gyms
used to
around
do
here
too.
because there's a lot of new ones.
To me though, I don't like working out with cute girls near me. Because, like, you know, if you're just like, I got this. And then you realize, like, some girl is looking at me and I look like a wolf. No, I did like 15 of these already. You missed them.
You don't even know.
1,500 of them, and you weren't paying.
Yeah. But at least you can look tough on the bag, though.
Oh, there she is, 30,
Yeah, exactly.
31.
This actually happened to me in
350.
Yeah.
In high school. We had a gym that was it was the old elementary school. They had shut down, but they took the gym. They put a bunch of weights in there, and after a bunch of us were working out, we had this thing. Hey, we had this really big dude. We want to know how many just bars he can do benching, right?
Yeah.
And it was actually kind of cool. We're all watching him. I was really kind of wow. I could do a lot. So after they left, I thought, maybe I could try this myself. And I'm like, I don't need anybody to spot me. It's just the bar. And so I was doing that.
Oh my God, that gets so heavy after so long.
Right? And right about the time it was like, oh my, I can't even lift it on my own, is when the girls' volleyball team walked in and we're going, no, I'm not weak, I swear I'm not weak.
It's just the bar. He's like,
It's all like going to one side and the other.
The gravity's really heavy in this section here
of the universe right here.
I'm in a black hole.
Do you need some help? Yeah, mostly for my ego.
Do you have a Band-Aid kit for this?
Yeah. That sucks. It sucks when you like look weak, especially for the chicks.
Yeah.
Well, when I was doing weights, we had the teacher's aides were always girls, and it was like a football coach, and he has like a teacher's aide is like a girl. So you're like sitting there trying to impress him. Like you always go near the coach, and you're like, "Hey, coach, I just bar back fucking 375 pounds and all this. And he's like, oh, yeah, nice. He doesn't give a shit. And, like, the girl's like, oh, should I put that in his notes? And, like, she doesn't even care. It's just numbers, and you're trying to impress her. Because she's got to get a grade in the class, too.
I like how you were saying, Coach, I had the fucking protein and shit.
Coach, Alfred brought all this stuff for me to work out with.
So finals when I did weights was you had to reach your max that you meant halfway through the quarter. So you had to do each half quarter or whatever semester you meet a deadline of you have to max out your weights. And so that semester I made like a huge, like I think it was 210 for bench one time.
God
and then
damn,
185 5 times.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, dude, I'm never going to be able to, because you have to meet it or your progress is dwindling, like you haven't done anything in the class, is basically how he sees it. And it's like, yeah, I had one good goddamn day, and I cannot match that sense. And you have to run a mile beforehand, so you're already fucking tired.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, fuck. So I get the 185 5 times, but I couldn't even touch the 210. My arms were so goddamn tired, they just wouldn't leave my chest. So I'm like, all right, I'm not going to be able to do it. I took the C, and then I went outside, and I didn't even realize the coach had like left and wasn't paying attention to anyone. So I was like, oh, I'll just go outside and, have a cigarette or whatever. And I came back, and the girl had written down in the notes, messed up and put that I did my 210. Just because, like, I went up and I said, all right, I met my 185 5 times, and then I didn't reach the 210. And I guess she misheard me and just put 210 anyways. It was pretty awesome. I still got an A for it, even though he didn't believe me. He's like, yeah, you're too little to do that.
He didn't see it anyways.
Yeah, he was out of the... He has to just take the word of the girl. And I was thinking that it was because she liked... No, she didn't like me. She just misheard me.
She fucking hated you. Like
Yeah,
that
right.
fucking guy again.
Why does he keep bothering me?
When I was in high school, the most I ever bench was, get ready, 145, one time. That was it. Which is like
that's not bad.
Dude, that's terrible for high school. I was a senior when I did weights.
When you did it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was proud.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Well, I
dude,
mean,
if it was something, it was your goal. Like, don't
Yeah,
compare yourself to somebody else. And kind of like you were saying, to be able to reach that max, if that was something that you pushed yourself to get to, fuck yeah.
Yeah, straight
I had
up.
no goal.
I mean, there was a guy in our class. I mean, he was super tall, and you would expect him, and he was a basketball player, you'd expect him to be able to lift like a shitload, right?
Yeah.
And nope, his max was like 125.
Yeah.
And he was super tall, and he like could barely fit on the bench itself. So we called that a disadvantage, even though he was still on the bench and he could have done it. But you root him on. Hey, you did 125. That's awesome, man. That's your fucking goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
To the bar, yes.
I think it's weird too, like when people like compare benching, but like in real life, it's like you never really use this motion for anything really.
The double punch.
Yeah, this is all you got. Double dragonfish.
Yeah. or squatting. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, what do you
squatting,
besides
I could understand that.
besides football and wrestling?
You use it for running. You can become
Squatting?
more explosive. Yeah. More
Every
Jumping.
time you go to the bathroom, you gotta get on that.
Get that squat.
Yeah.
That touched the seat.
But
that touched
what
the
are
seat.
you really gonna squat with weight on your back? Nada.
I think.
Well, maybe one day you're in an epic adventure, and the door is coming down like Temple of Doom style.
Fucking Terminator.
Shoulders.
Oh no! Then you got that Terminator status where he's like holding the fucking wall up. I think it's the second one where he's holding the wall up so then the guy could leave. And he's like, "Go on without me."
Terminator 2.
Was it 2 or 3? I think it might have been 3. Where the woman that takes the
3.
form. That was 3. Yeah.
I was like, get down, go now,
You know, if this thing on my shoulders doesn't get down, that would be cool too. It could stay up. That's why I was figuring like Schwarzenegger could be like a techno DJ. Can you see him up there? Get down. Get down.
Yeah, you can do that.
I get your ass to Mars. I get your ass to Mars. If your name is John Connor, get down even more.
John Connor.
I wonder how many people got so into Terminator that they named their kid John Connor.
Someone probably did.
Probably.
To the
Probably
internet.
somebody. Someone.
Maybe.
I would have named my kid Skynet.
Skynet.
You named my
Yes.
computer Skynet.
Yeah, we named it.
Oh, really?
It's like glowing all kind of. It looks like Tron, something from Tron.
Dude, it's
Oh, wow.
fucking
I was like,
insane.
dude, he's like-
when he said like he has like a badass computer, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm expecting a normal size like tower, but like just like with hella shit. No,
Yeah.
it's got like fans sticking off of
It's
it.
got, like,
It's
three
like
fans.
yay tall. It's like
Yeah.
nothing. No entertainment system could hold this besides
Yeah.
those old VHS players. Fucking those big ass holsters could hold this thing.
Set it to the side.
And
Yeah,
so
no, it
you named it
worked.
Skynet?
He
Yeah, I
named
named
it
it
Skynet.
I gotta say, the most impressive thing that Skynet has ever done was name itself Google.
Google.
Oh.
Yeah, it is kind of. Google is kind of Skynet in a way when you really think about it. It
Hey,
knows everything.
Google that shit. I mean,
Yeah.
what?
Skynet that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
There's like no reason to learn anything. It's like, oh, why don't you just Google it? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, that makes me feel pissed because I was the kid that
Yeah,
never had
it
a
was hard.
smartphone
Yeah.
in school. Now all the kids are like, oh, just Google that shit.
Yeah,
Like,
'cause,
they
like-
learn nothing in school now.
Like, I had a couple nieces that needed help with algebra. They're like, I need help with this. I was like, give me your phone.
I got this.
I put in the formula. It was like x equals 3 or whatever.
X
I was
squared,
like,
Have you
X
seen
squared
the-
plus Y squared equals
Yeah.
C squared, or
I don't fucking know.
You know the have you seen the
Pythagoras theorem. That's what you're
Pythagorean
talking
A, B.
about.
Yeah.
A squared.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Fucking have you been to TMCC, Truckee Meadows Community College?
Yes, I have.
Where their desks are computers. It's
Whoa.
awesome, dude. I went in
So do
there.
you sit on the computer?
No,
or-
no, like you sit on your chair, but the actual like front of
The
you is a
horizontal-
computer.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's like Final
Pretty cool.
Fantasy VIII status.
Yeah,
When it
yeah.
goes to and then it's like everything's right there.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like your own miniature Skynet.
Yeah, yeah. There you
Yeah.
go.
and there you go.
Welcome to the future.
Yeah. I never thought that we would actually be in this age right now where you can just Google anything.
And you know what I
Like
think
if
is
I wanted
insane
to,
too?
I can learn like the Japanese alphabet if I wanted to.
You like okay, let's say you do all your homework on your iPad. You just go. And you just sent it to your teacher. You don't have to worry about the travel to fucking school. It's due now. It's due at midnight
Yeah.
instead of like the next morning. Like oh shit, I can just jam
I
it
could
in.
just email it
now
to
it's
you.
just like now I can email it to you. If you don't receive it, I can email it again because it's in my cloud.
Yeah. It's so
Oh
weird.
shit! I just sent porn.
That's so
No, you're like
weird.
scrolling through. You're like, oh, there's my report. Oh no! You skipped one page too far.
Yeah, I got this report. It's on a guy who's coming to a house to fix the plumbing, and yet doesn't actually get to the sink.
Right? Yeah.
I see he's not even wearing wrenches. He doesn't have tools.
It's a commentary on our lazy society. That's all it is.
Try and just twist it like, oh yeah.
No, I did see he cleaned her pipes. Does that count?
Possibly.
That's hilarious. I got lost in the conversation. We used so many metaphors, I forgot what the fuck we were talking about.
Where are we at? I don't know. Welcome to the future.
Welcome to Dark Souls.
Welcome to Dark Souls.
Oh my god, dude, that
That
pissed
game.
me off so bad.
I hate that game. Anyway,
I hate that game too.
Let's not talk about Dark
Rage
Souls.
quit.
You know what's even more awesome? Street Fighter 2.
You know, I don't.
Silence.
Street Fighter 2 is cool. I still got my Super
I wanna
Nintendo.
say-
man.
I
do you-
played
so
it.
it's a turbo then?
Street Fighter 2 Turbo, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
God, I remember that came out, man.
Yeah, it's still over in Amazon. I haven't picked it up yet.
So
What?
No.
Oh.
I didn't order it yet.
Oh, I thought you like owned it from childhood and you still
Oh,
had
I
it.
probably still had, but it was probably lost in closets
Lost in the
somewhere,
sands
yeah.
of.
But I still got my Super Nintendo though. I have like Donkey Kong Country. Yes. I have Mortal Kombat 2, and it's still in the box.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I still got it.
I got Ocarina of Time Collector's Edition in the box.
Nice.
Yeah,
I
got-
had Zelda's Link to the Past on the
Oh yeah, I had someone borrow my collector's edition and then they sold it.
assholes.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know,
What a
I'll really
bad
pull
friend.
out some nostalgia here. In my basement, I still have my Intellivision.
Oh shit!
jeez.
I remember those. I never had one, but like on the PlayStation, they had Intellivision, and to me it was cool because you got like this little weird calculator on the side.
Oh, yeah.
And then like you were able to play chess against the dude. That the computer would take so long just to figure out the fucking move. Like I would get him in like almost in checkmate, and it would just stall. It would just say question mark, question mark, question mark, and it would just stay there. It would take so long.
And this
for
was
it to
through the
make a move.
PlayStation Network?
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
wow.
it wasn't PlayStation. I had it on the PlayStation 1, and I bought the game, and it was in television. It had like 90-some games on it.
From the old console. That's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Yeah, but I couldn't figure out some of them because I lost the book and I couldn't figure out how to use the calculator. It would give you like a virtual calculator on the side.
Yeah, because if you ever see an Intellivision controller, it's you've got kind of a calculator screen. You've got a big red button as your D-pad, and then there's buttons on the side.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
really?
this came out when Atari gave you a joystick and a button, so that was
Yeah.
Intellivision's thing. We're like, dude, we have all these buttons, and they can all do all these different
Options.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
the
actually-
options.
You get this
And now you have
plastic
these-
card you'd slide into the controller,
And then that
and it
would
would
be
tell you
your
what all those
controls.
buttons do for that game.
Yeah.
Oh, there you
That's
go.
like way ahead of its time.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
would say ahead of its time. It was all right. And Atari was actually pretty ahead of its time when you really think on it. Just one button, but
Well, you ever play like a Commodore 64?
the Commodore 64, I don't think I tried that one.
Came out around the same time of Atari, but it had, in my opinion, it had better graphics. It just wasn't marketed as well. So
Wow.
Naturally.
Yeah. So what happened to the 5200?
the Atari. He's looking at me like you know all the nerdy stuff. Please tell me more.
Inform me, nerd man.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me, I got to Google it. I'll tell you here in a second.
From what I
Oh,
heard,
that's what it did.
From what I heard, the Atari
Series
5200. I'm Googling Skynet right now. Atari 5200. Anyway, the Atari 5200, it ended up crashing because when they sold it, when it first came out, I believe this is a 5200. When it came out, all the controllers on them never worked.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Now get this with a kind of an Atari thing. If you get a Sega Genesis controller, you can plug it into an Atari. It's the same ports.
Yep.
Huh.
It'll work all the same, yeah. What kind of marketing was that?
I think what it was there was some kind of linkage between Atari and Sega, business wise. Wow, I don't know if you guys heard that on the podcast, but like right next door, there's like metal bands playing. Someone opened up a door and someone's doing this awesome sweep.
Dude, I feel bad. What were you saying?
I can't even remember. I was so lost in the
You're feeling
video
bad
game
for
music.
a drummer?
Right.
What's wrong
I
with
heard.
you?
I saw that commercial today. It was like "Hail to the V." Have you seen that commercial where she's like, "Oh yeah, and it's great for the V. You know, you're using it right now." And he's like showering with this gel or like with the shower stuff that's good for women, I guess, and for their area. And he's washing his body with it, so he's like, "Oh God, I have to go do manly things." And he's out like he's chopping wood, trying to wrestle a bear, and then he's like playing drums, and I'm like, was that supposed to be like a super manly thing to do, like play drums?
Drum is pretty manly, so yeah.
Well, I
Coming
mean,
from a bass player, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
But
thought we should do, because you kind of brought it up? I think it would be great if we can invent a line of masculine-smelling antiperspirant, and like stuff like you talked about, like chopping wood,
Oh, yeah.
or like maybe smelling like I just wrestled an animal, or,
Wood saw.
or like
Wood saw, yeah.
Oh, I just changed the oil on my own car.
I have
Ugh.
oil.
And,
Ew, oil?
yeah, but
Ugh.
it would smell manly, and I would call this manly antiperspirant pit stop.
Pit stop. Oh, nice. Yes.
Yeah, that'd be kind of
I'd buy the wood saw one.
Was you really?
Yeah.
Maybe I think a bacon one would just be great.
Just-
You know
smells
what
like
I think would be
bacon.
awesome? Race fuel. I love the smell of. I don't know how many people.
Gasoline.
Well, it's not like gas, like because they add like a nitrous mix into it. Like race fuel always has intrigued me. Like I don't know. What
Gives
is-
you a better high.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I
We'll
don't know
talk
what.
to Old Spice about it.
Yeah, there we go.
No.
We're gonna get pit stop.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we'll
Pit
start.
stop.
We'll start pit stop, and we'll compete with Old Spice.
There you go.
Yeah. Speaking of high, Elgin.
Hello.
No, I was just kidding.
Speaking of high, I'm thinking of.
I'm thinking of
Dude, you know what's really good to do in your high?
watch.
Everything.
Everything is amazing. Everything's amazing.
Except
Music.
for math, paying bills, raising kids, talking to a cop, talking to a judge, being on probation, going to school, being a responsible adult, but everything else is amazing.
All of like the shitty things in life.
Yeah, exactly.
Paying
Paying bills.
the fucking DMV.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god. Imagine being at the DMV high. Oh my god, that'd be a terrible experience.
I think
Yeah, but it'd be a great photo on your license. Because then if you get pulled over high and the cop looks at you, oh, he just looks this way. That's all.
that's just how he normally looks.
The cop looks at you, it's like, you know what? I'm not even going to give you a ticket. You are a brave person getting a license and still having Down syndrome. That is very...
How did you get Cheetos into the picture?
That's hysterical.
I thought I ate them all. Like one just like hanging on your lip.
Making Cheez-Its and like bloodshot eyes just everywhere. Anyways, yeah, I couldn't find my keys this morning.
Couldn't find your keys this morning?
Is it because you were high or you just
Just depressing.
I just like throwing out.
I am
was depressed.
subject.
I couldn't find my keys.
I couldn't find my keys this morning, and then just leave it at that.
All right, guys, have a good
next
night.
joke.
All right, moving on. Next joke. Dude,
So it's payday, I'm guessing? Pikachu shirt?
fuck no.
Nah.
Not payday?
Nah,
it's
Oh,
next week.
Jigglypuff shirt's payday.
Yeah, Jigglypuff shirt's payday.
Gotcha.
I gotta get another one. This one's starting to get old.
I've actually only seen you in Pokemon shirts. Is there a reason, like you were saying?
Oh, Payday's Jigglypuff shirt. Pikachu, I don't really know. I've seen him in other shirts.
Yeah.
To pick up the chicks.
Yeah, chicks love Pokemon.
Are you just hoping some girl walks up to you and
catch 'em
goes, "I choose you"?
That was actually kind of clever.
That is clever. High five for that cleverness. Yeah.
You know, I don't have a Pokemon joke, so if you want to go right ahead, man. You can sew that in.
Shit.
Valentine's Day's coming up. I think. Yeah.
Sure, go ahead.
Relevant, yeah.
So they never made a Cupid Pokemon, did they?
Awkward.
I was like trying to figure out.
Like, what the fuck's he going with this?
I don't know. The Japanese. Anyway,
The Japanese. On to the next one.
Anyway, like I was saying, oh yeah, I had the Jigglypuff shirt on, and I had this one chick, super hot chick. She was blonde, white chick, and
Very important to him.
Yeah, she's very cool. But anyway, she's like, "Oh, I love Jigglypuff," and she just starts rubbing her hands like on. I mean, I'll feel a little soft, but you know,
Start flexing.
I tried, but
Ooh, it's jiggly inside too.
yeah,
Keep it up. I'm about to puff.
It's about to come hard.
yeah. But
Whoa.
I always get a lot of reactions from it, especially from chicks. So that's always.
I went
Did she ask to see your Pokeballs?
No.
Oh.
You have to invite him.
Yeah.
Wi-Fi connection, all that.
I went to Spencers.com. They don't have any fucking Pokemon wallets. I was kind of mad.
Dude, you just go to Spencer's. They have tons of them.
Quit being a shut-in, sir, and just drive to the fucking mall.
I went to the mall the other week, and guess what? I literally went to eat. That's it. I went to the food court, and then I left.
The food court.
I was going to get...
Have you noticed Spencer's changed to right next to the food court?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that move.
I haven't been to the mall in like a year.
Yeah, dude, I hadn't been to the mall for like probably, about a year. Yeah. And I was like, oh, fuck, they changed everything around. And there's this new customizable T-shirt store that I helped this guy move into.
Is that the one that's like the guy that's right by the food court?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he literally just opened up like a couple months ago.
He has a sweater of the Assassin's Creed Black Flag. On. I was going to buy that, and he told me it was $60. Like, yeah. Dude, I got to fucking go.
Dude, I got
He's got
responsibilities.
You know how many Pokemon T-shirts I can get for
Yeah.
$60?
I could get like 3. I could get 3 or 4, yeah. And they would give me a discount price off. They give me like $10 off if I spend over 40 or something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I'm like
you
the
have
only
a
guy that
Spencer's
buys
card?
them. Yeah. No,
Or is there like a loyalty gift card or something?
No, they just know me.
Oh, gosh.
They just know you.
Oh,
He's
so-
there that often.
Yeah, it's my face.
Yeah.
All right?
You're going to get 150 Pokemon shirts with all 150.
I wonder if that's possible.
There's more.
Well,
I think
more
there's more now. Yeah.
They got
Okay,
way
the
too many.
original, sir.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, because there's probably like
Oh,
4. Oh,
fuck.
what'd you do? Okay,
shot something.
There's like
Oh, Lionel's
there's probably
breaking
like
a
400 now.
Breaking my microphones.
You're going to take out a symbol trying to get it.
While you're getting that, I just gotta say, like, I was not a Pokemon kid. It was just not my time or whatever. So I'm kind of enjoying watching you guys nerd out something. We're just nerds of a different feather. That's all.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Well, I could have been all like upset
different
about the
creed?
Dragon Ball Z movie they did.
with a white guy,
Oh, it was so
white guy.
terrible.
was it bad? I never saw it, but I remember watching I seen a poster or maybe the trailer, and I go, "Is that dude white?" Like I know I'm white and everything. You get a lot of white actors, but come on, like,
It was
are
terrible.
there
It
not
was,
Asians in Hollywood?
it was nothing like the whole Dragon Ball series at all. It was like, oh.
Oh, wait. So it didn't have this every 30 minutes? You killed my father. No, I didn't. We must fight now. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Oh, I am sick. Oh, Ginso beans. I am good again. Next time on Dragon Ball Z. And then they tell you everything that just happened.
Everything. Yeah.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z, we had a bunch of screaming.
Yeah.
There was punching and fighting, and people go, oh, when they were scared.
Yeah.
I like the original Dragon Ball a lot better.
I love the.
I like
I love the
Yu-Gi-Oh.
voice acting.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
You turn it. Anyway, Yu-Gi-Oh's great.
That's as far as that's going. Yeah, no, I don't know. I was one of those kids that like always liked the off-brand shit.
Yeah, no, we've been over this.
Oh
sir.
yeah, we have, haven't we?
I'm always the kind of kid that always likes food.
Food, yeah.
Speaking of food, Pop-Tarts are amazing, right?
Put butter on them.
Well, he just knows the off-brand stuff. So
Oh,
So great value,
Great value
Pop-Tarts.
toaster pastries.
Great
Toaster
value.
pastries.
They have
Sad that I know
frosting.
that.
what's a
There's no frosting
strudel?
Strudel.
No, it's a strudel because you get a good deal on
You
it.
can't get toaster strudels.
So you said you like the off mainstreams. So what were some of your nerd things that you liked that were off? mainstream?
Well, I mean, we said it kind of in the last podcast,
that's fine,
but
go ahead.
I liked comparative to Gundams, I liked Zoids,
All right.
and then compared to Pokemon, I liked Yu-Gi-Oh. I mean, that's not really kind of off-brand from Pokemon because Pokemon was live-action comparative to the actual card game, but
It has the same.
So you
Dynamic,
you mentioned Gundams, big giant robots, right?
Yeah.
Did you see Pacific Rim?
no, I actually didn't.
heard
I
it's good,
wanted to
actually.
see.
Yeah.
I wanted to see it because it reminded me of Gundam so bad, but like at the same time, the concept between two people in the cockpit freaked me out.
Well, they explain it really well
Mm-hmm.
because the machine is so complex that one brain couldn't handle it. So with
Oh.
two, they work in sync as like their minds connect. And
Oh,
I'll
gotcha.
tell you this: I watched it with a buddy of mine the first time we had seen it, and at the end, he had the best line. He goes, "Dude, if anybody sees this and doesn't like it, they can turn in their nerd card right now."
Right? Yeah.
And it's got Charlie Day from Always Sunny in Philadelphia, who
Oh,
plays
really?
a great character. Him and like another scientist, they're kind of like the R2D2 C3PO of the group.
Oh, yeah.
Where you're like, oh, you just every time they're there, like something funny's gonna happen.
You know what would be worse is like if you get the Pacific Rim and you get a shitty partner who just trolls you. He's like, dude, I don't want to fucking go that way. Let's go this way.
No, I think what would be really bad that was later on in your resume, like after you were that, you're like, oh, so what'd you do? Well, I have these Pacific Rim jobs. Oh, come on! I figured. They set those up. I had to knock those kids down.
Pacific Rim job. Yeah.
I think I've made that joke on the previous podcast.
Oh, did
So I
you
made,
really?
like just saying Pacific Rim job.
Specific. Yeah. It's there for the team.
Yeah.
No, it is. It definitely is.
Just like when Skyrim job.
My buddy's got it on his computer as like a file, so I went in there and renamed it Pacific Rim Jobs and laughed.
Take off.
So bowling.
Bowling.
Go on.
I don't know. I just next joke.
Moving on. Next joke.
Yeah, I love the way that I didn't even think I was going to put that in there. I didn't even have that written on anything.
To say next joke.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. Next joke. Here we are.
When he was
That
showing
was a
me,
great
he
running
ripped.
gag.
When he was showing me, he ripped his notebook. Like, I
Oh.
think that would have been more hilarious.
Yeah.
Because I laughed because I'm like, you fucking ripped your notebook.
Yeah. I got to find some more clubs to do. I'm always going to waterfall time, but it's just because my work schedule is always.
Have you if you like to do waterfall and then pop over to Red Rock right after? It's a totally different crowd. Myself and other guys will do it, and it's so strange. Like we might do the exact same set, different crowd, different reactions.
Really?
So
Yeah.
and like you look at guys like Jerry Seinfeld when he was first coming up, he was doing like 7 shows a night,
Damn.
doing the same material
shit, yeah.
and learning how to get it just right. Maybe you hit gold and you just have a bunch of laughers at one club, and the next club you didn't say it as well, and it'll help tweak up your ability
Yeah.
to make the jokes really sharp.
Yeah.
And do you like book appointments when you do it like that?
I just
Is
show
that
up.
or is that only if you're getting paid you book?
Are you talking about the Waterfall Red Rock thing,
Or
something
like
else?
no, just like doing stand up in general because this is all like a fucking Greek to me. I
Yeah,
have
I
no
just-
clue. Like
I just showed up one day. I went to the BLBC, I think it was
Oh,
called.
yeah.
They closed that down that day or whatever.
Oh, you were there for the final show?
No, they didn't have to. Like, dude, we stopped. So,
dude, you're like
okay.
2 weeks late.
Dude,
Yeah.
you're brown. No,
Yeah.
get out of here.
Yeah.
They had a no
So-
tears here.
Yeah.
No tears.
No tears at the end of the trail here.
So I googled one, and then I saw waterfall, and then there was the Red Rock. And then I was like, I just go to the top of the list. I'll just go waterfall because it's sooner. Eh?
Yeah.
I see your watch.
No, I'm saying, what are we at?
A little over an hour right now.
Oh,
I was waiting for him to wrap it up.
Oh, I forgot what I was talking about.
Ha.
Because you shouldn't have let me distract you.
Well, you were going like this. Oh, something about water. Anyway, I showed up there at the waterfall, and then I had, like, he answered your question, and I just showed up one day. I just showed up one day. I was like, hey.
Can I do this?
Can I get on stage? Because I didn't know what Alyssa looked like. I didn't know the host. I was like, hey, I guess I'll get on stage, you know. And ever since then, I always liked doing it. I did that. I did Third Street. I never done Red Rock, though.
Oh, come on, do Red Rock with us next week. And as I said, get there a little early because they're going to discuss what they learned in Matt Wiegand's class prior. So I may or may not do Red Rock next week, depending on that. So you'll see me at one of the two, but I'll see you.
Yeah. Yeah, it depends on, because sometimes I work at a job where it's like very physically demanding. A lot of hand gestures that make no sense on a podcast. I thought my flexing my arm, showing my Invisible Woman tattoo wasn't going to work on audio jokes. Yeah, but it's a lot of like labor work not really labor work. It's a lot of minority stuff, let's just say.
What do you mean?
I work this job.
Minority working, walking. Dude, you do. Dude,
I don't know if you know this, but white people walk too.
We got to do things.
I know you only see him standing around chit-chatting with other white people.
Yeah.
We do walk places.
We walk hardcore. I gotta keep up with a certain RE. From my understanding, from my job, the average person that does my job walks an average of 10 miles.
10 miles.
10 to 15 miles.
And that's why we call it stand-up comedy, not walk-around comedy.
Yeah.
You can
Unless
sit
you're
down,
Cat Williams.
You know, it used to be
man.
worse back when I did it. They clocked me at 20 miles a day.
Really?
They clocked you? You had like one of those.
Yeah, they had a pedometer on me and everything.
Clocked you.
They clocked me.
I was going to say, do you have one of those? Do you remember?
Batman's my supervisor.
Remember those little things you used to get with Frosted Flakes, the Tiger counter, and it would count every time you'd step?
Yeah.
And it would be free with your cereal box. I got one of those, and my dad was like, all right, let's see how many steps it takes to get from here to like your school, because he was like so afraid because I kept coming home late, and it was because I was hanging out with this girl, but I didn't want to tell him that because I don't know, I was just weird. And he's like, all right, let's see how actually long it takes for you to get here. And he put one of those in my backpack. So I didn't realize he did that until like I was done at the end of the day, and I'm like, I look at it and I'm like, just start shaking it up and down, just a bunch after school, so then it looks like I was walking a lot farther than I did.
I was thinking you walked around 10 miles. I'm pretty sure you just went to the bathroom, just take a shit, and you're just
shaking it.
No, I'm just alone in the bathroom shaking my hand. That's all.
There's nothing awkward about this.
I'm almost there.
Almost there. 20. Wait, what?
Does that really work if you shake it?
Yeah,
Yes.
well, on those ones it did. The actual ones were like...
Did you really shake it?
No, I didn't, but I know it would work. You know this, remember Digimon back in the day?
Yeah.
They had this little, they had the little things right there. That's what I used to do instead of walking because I was a fat kid. Sit there shaking all day.
Right, yeah. I remember I got home and he's like, there's no way you could physically walk this far.
It was like 17 miles.
It was like, no, I live like, it was like probably a half a mile, like if you're walking to from the school, like going around, because you had to go around a big park because it was all gated off because they were like doing construction on it at the time. So it was like you have to go all the way around that and then hop back onto the main street and go all the way to my house. So it was about a half mile altogether. He clocked me at like 1.2 miles, and he was like, where are you going after school? Like,
Yeah.
I took a shortcut. It didn't work.
It didn't work.
Word. Anyway, I love food. And what are we saying?
Yeah, we're like hour 13.
All right.
Yeah,
So we'll go ahead
that's
and wrap
about
up the
our normal.
podcast.
It's about wrap.
So do you guys end it with like a 3, 2, 1?
We end it with-
3,
we could
2,
do-
1.
Dude, we could do
Nonsense.
yeah.
Wow, that's such a great ending.
That's a
I don't know,
great
just ideas. Or,
But I have to be over here on the record. I'm like, ugh.
I'd have to reach over symbols. I don't
Yeah,
know
well,
about
just
that.
follow over your drum set.
Okay.
All right.
what did we learn today,
Stage dive.
folks? We learned Batman is a great physical trainer. If a joke bombs, just go, all right, next joke, and then it gets a laugh.
Yeah.
We learned that Pokemon and Digimon were kind of competing for viewership.
Or ultimate supremacy, I like
Supremacy, yes.
Yeah. Okay,
We all
so
know who won.
Who won?
Pokemon.
Oh.
They got the
Yeah.
largest franchise. Out of
Okay.
it.
They're still around.
Before we
Yeah.
end, I do got a Pokemon question for you, and I'm assuming your other people have questions as well. I've heard Pokemon was started by Warner Brothers. It was sent out to Japan. They were trying to market to the Japanese, and it did so well when they brought it back to the States. They never said Warner Brothers on it, so it seemed like it would have had originated from them. Have you ever heard this story?
I've never heard anything like that.
From my understanding, it was written by a Japanese guy.
That's all it's always
That's
got.
all I had.
Well, I should go Skynet this, and we'll know later.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
I really wish I knew.
Google Skynet.
I'm gonna start calling it Skynet instead of Googling it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Skynet
that shit, bitch. All right, this is Chili Willy, and this is Reno Nonsense. So if you like our podcast, please like and subscribe. I'd like to thank our guest, Elgin Elway. Thank you for coming out.
Thank you for having me,
Thank
man.
you, man. Yeah.
Our other host here, Kevin Rich,
Kevin
and
Norbert Parrott, son.
So please like us on Facebook. We also have a thing on some other thing, and then we'll eventually put this on YouTube. So I think we
got
should get.
things.
Yeah, I think
So
we
just
should.
Skynet us, and you'll find us.
I think we'll all just on three. Cowabunga on three. 1, 2, 3.
Cowabunga!
Yeah.